Greens. I always screw this up, man. I've like looked back at so many of my BLB episodes and I've just been like, man, I keep screwing them up. The intros are just different every time. Anyways, guys, greetings, beautiful viewer. Whatever. You know who I am. You know what this is. Bronze League Bravehearts, episode 24. Today we are spectating Itaro playing Isis in the mid. This is his very first Conquest qualifiers, and this nerd signed up to have it be not only like spectated live on stream, but recorded and going up on YouTube. So shout outs to my man. Big props to him for being an absolute Braveheart. See, that's why I call it Bronze League Bravehearts, because I think you guys being brave out there getting elo, farming them kills. Get your stats, baby. I believe in you. There's only like 100-something days left of the season. You can get to plat. You can get to plat. With my help, you and me, we're going to plat together. So Itaro told me before he started this game, he originally was going to be going for solo or jungle, but he was forced into the mid role because he was last pick. We discussed in a previous episode where last pick actually usually ends up with support. I'm surprised he didn't. I was actually anticipating it whenever I noticed his position upon the scoreboard. Either way. He says, I am not certain when to rotate as a solo laner nor as a jungler, uncertain of when to do camps, when and how to split backs, etc. Counter building and conquest is not my strong point either as a solo laner. So, since he's not doing solo or jungle, we can still talk about buff camps. And the leashing on that was awful. The leashing on that was awful. Okay, so because he said that he was doing jungle or solo, we're just going to give you some general mid. If you get stuck with mid lane and here's the video that you watch, this is what you need to know what to do. This is what you need to know to do. Here you go. From the start, if you've got Isis particularly, here's your mid start for most people in mid. Most mages go Vamp Shroud, Lost Artifact, 1 health, 1 mana pot. Alright? There's your start. Then you're going to come to red with duo lane, and you're going to clear the buff. And ideally, the support will start the buff, ADC will hit it second, you hit it third. Support will leash it all the way to the middle edge right here. So he'll hit it right here, and then leash it back here. And once you get past, see this stone circle right here? I'm not sure how much you guys know, so I'm going to explain it. This little circle right here, if you step outside these rocks, you automatically de-aggro the camp. So it leashes to the second person applying damage. In this case, it's the ADC. So the ADC is still hitting it, and then we'll slowly back off and get outside the rock ring, and then that will aggro it to you, and by the time it gets back to you, and you should be positioned in this corner, when you're doing damage to it. Once it's leashed back to you, it should be dead. So once it gets to you, last hit it, pick up that buff, and that's how you efficiently get to your mid lane. Now, once you get to mid lane, your #1 goal is to clear this first wave, like as quickly as possible, especially if the other mid laner hasn't arrived yet. Now you should have Wing Gust. Be very, very nice. Be careful of those pools. You go, careful. Very nice clear. Okay. Once you've completed this first wave, here's your next step. You're going to meet your jungler over here for mid camps. Now, in this particular instance, it looks like a Wheelish is wanting to gank, especially since they have a DC and jungle now has to be in solo. So she's wanting to be aggressive. Elo is Elo, my friends. So close. First blood, baby! I told you, look! Chat, okay, so I made a prediction. In the picks and bans stage, which we no longer record, by the way, and that's simply because the amount of time that it takes from the start of picks and bans to get to the actual gameplay, it was starting to be like 8 minutes, and I was like, yo, people want to see the game, and they want to know how to play Conquest. Like, not sure if you guys missed the picks or bans or not, so if you do, let me know in the comments below. So anyways, let's talk about my prediction and how right I am, and as a woman, I really freaking enjoy being right. So, I have a lot of experience with Isis in mid. She's one of my like pub stomp gods when I'm just like so tired of ranked, I'll just be like, alright, screw it. I'm gonna hop on my Smurf and I'm gonna wreck everybody. My Smurf's level 28, by the way. I still get matched up against Plats. Anyways, besides that, thinking about the matchup, Isis versus Poseidon. Isis has the ability to control the wave, but she has a 60-second window in which to do it, and it is the first 60 seconds. So, since you are on the Chaos side, you get to mid lane a lot faster than Poseidon does normally, but he's got movement speed. Don't forget about his passive meter, which gives him just a tiny bit of movement speed. It used to be really OP. It used to be really bad, and you better be lucky. If you only recently started playing this game, Poseidon used to be actually broken. Back to the point. You have a 60-second window in which to clear that wave, get level 2 before him, spirit ball him, and then gun him down with, like, minion damage and your autos. Perfect first blood, though. Isis, like, once she starts rolling, once she starts snowballing, it's like, it's really difficult to put her down. So, but you have to have some sort of action within that. In order to, like, keep your lead, you gotta keep looking for plays. You gotta keep exploiting positioning or exploiting their use of abilities. So, all of his abilities are down right now, except for his trident. Oh, that's the whole way. Back up, back up, back up. There you go. There you go. Now, if you're stuck playing mid, there's a very particular dance that is done in normal conquest, but this isn't a normal game because our enemy team over here in blue, they are a man short. Their solo laner is missing, so this is how to play, I guess, a 4v5 or a 5v4 from your perspective. Careful. You're pretty low on mana. You just hit level 5, but he has full mana, full health. He's gonna hit 5 with this wave. You need to be really careful, because he's gonna crack on you the second he gets. He knows you're low on mana. Careful, careful. Here it comes. Here it comes, lass. Here's the Kraken. Oh, there's the damage. You're taking minion damage. Trident, Whirlpool. Slowing you down. He's trying to aim it. Why are you not crackening? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. If you're going up against Poseidon, once you see him hit level 4 and you're concerned that he's about to be level 5, do yourself a huge favor. Do yourself a huge favor and back immediately. Screw the wave. Screw, I don't know, screw mid camps. Like, if you're low on mana and you haven't backed yet, back. Get Aegis. Come back with your mana so that way you can deal with the coming aggression. He's got his ult. He's been waiting 3 minutes to be level 5 so he can crack in a bitch. Legit. He's been waiting 3 minutes to crack in a bitch, and you gave it to him. You gave him that ability. Alright, gonna slow it down so we don't enter stasis mode. What are you looking for? Did you buy Aegis, though? No? But you did get multi-pot. I typically don't get multi-pots for mid. And this may come down to just, like, individual differences as players. I typically get 2 mana pots every time I back because I enjoy using my abilities. I enjoy being spammy. So I run out of mana a lot. Also, a little tip, we talk about it a bunch, put a ward right here. For the first couple of minutes, on that first back, buy a single ward and put it right here so you know exactly where everybody is. Wukong is still missing, and you guys are just... You are 3k ahead. 3k and 2300 experience because they are 1 person down. Looks like you got right camps. Oh, so close. Watch out. He's probably got Kraken again. Oh, nice. That Poseidon turned around really quick to ensure that he didn't get knocked up and then ulted by that nerd. Do you have beads? No, you don't. There's only 1 active on the board. Hey, it's 5 minutes. It's 4 minutes 45 seconds. You still have a minute and 15 seconds before I can actually yell at you. Before I can legitimately yell at you. Let's put it like that. Nice, nice. I like the silence. They do damage, though. Here's another common mistake that I make up against Poseidon as Isis. A lot of the times, I just get so focused on bursting the Poseidon down that I completely forget about the wave that's dealing a shit ton of damage to me. So, if you find yourself in this same situation and you're taking a lot of damage for no reason, you can't understand why, it's probably because you're taking minion damage. So, focus on wave clear, especially up against Poseidon, because he's got it easy. He's got easy wave clear. Isis does too, to be fair. You're going stacking. Rushing it, unfortunately. But, if you're... This is the reason, I hope this isn't Gem of ISO, because we ran into this with the Nox mid episode. We saw them... It looked like the Nox player was going to build Book of Thoth, but they actually ended up building up Soul Reaver. So I was like getting super hyped about the Book of Thoth, because typically I like to see mid lane, especially, picking up boots as quickly as possible. But the only exception to that rule for me is if you're going to go a stacking item. Stacking mid is quite difficult, because you have people in your lane all day long. You've got your jungler and your support coming to share the wave, and therefore they want to like come in and like have it cleared immediately so they can go off and do whatever and like leech off of some other lane. So like sometimes they'll take your stack. So stacking mid can be quite difficult, and if you're going to get a stacking item, try to get that as quickly as possible. Atara, I will say though, you seem to be pretty decent with your mana use.
Double bubble, toil in trouble.
Do you have actives yet? Alright, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, you're not an active. Why are they pinging you? Careful. Okay. Another common mistake we see made in Smite, especially people who are new to Conquest, is pushing towers for too long. In a game that means something cute, like ranked, because it's for points, it's time to be super serious. All right, super seriously. You gotta take it absolutely super seriously. Say it with me. Sorry, I had Starbucks today. You have lots of archers. You're doing tons of damage to the tower. Now, if you stay longer, what I find is typically if you stay longer than 10 to 15 seconds applying damage to a tower, you should expect somebody to show up, especially if you're in mid lane. Like, your lane is the most important lane, simply because it's like the one that gets frequently traveled, like throughout the entirety of the game. Yours is the one that has like it's the busiest lane in your city, or the busiest highway in your city, right here. That's what this is. So, it's not going to take too much time for solo lane to come over, for support to come over, or the jungler to come over, because they're going to be relatively nearby. It's not like solo trying to rotate all the way over to duo lane. Like, that's going to take some time. But because you're in the smack dab middle of the map, it's going to take 0 time. So, if you're there longer, 10 to 15 seconds, expect somebody to show up. Now, whenever I'm looking to aggress on a tower, and I'm like, my objective is to take it down as quickly as possible in this single session, then I will ward aggressively. I will ward up here, follow the mouse all the way over to the mini map. I will ward this corner right up here, and I will ward that corner right up there. So that way I can see if anybody from any of the other lanes are going to come up this way. Now, I won't be able to see somebody who's back here getting mid camps per se, because they typically will follow this path in the jungle. But I will see if solo comes over or if somebody's coming over from this way, and safely do it. Otherwise, you can get caught out. Luckily, you are level 8. And it's... Oh my god! Wukong's back! Wukong's back, and he has a tower to defend, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes into the game, my man. Qualifiers. Alright, your right camps are coming up, so you should start positioning for that. Poseidon's really wanting them. If you can, try to show up for these camps. Throughout the entirety of the game, you're going to be fighting to control these 2 camps. So if you see like an opportunity for you to get the experience and the gold from them, take it. As Isis, you can use your spirit ball, and you can spirit ball over the wall, and if you aim it correctly, then it will apply damage, and you'll get the rewards for it. And you can stay in lane while it's happening. Careful. Those lefts are coming up soon too. It's blinking. Mids are vital to your existence. You can even steal mid camp. See? Did you see what Poseidon did right there? He used his tidal surge through the wall, and he got the experience for that. 46 to 48. You're only 200 gold ahead of him.
Killing spree. Don't you even feel a
100 gold now. Unfortunate. How is Shibby doing? Ew, Shibby Transcendence! That used to be good. I don't like Shibby with Transcendence right now. I like him with Devos much better. Far too squishy. Taking lots of damage from that wave. Oh, engage coming in. Oh, the Kraken! She's under tower! Run! Oh, the cleanup! Oh, that was beautiful! Oh, run, 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 run! Throw down the ult, throw down the ult, throw down the ult! She's gonna ult you! Oh, no, 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 let it charge up! Oh, don't lazy back! Don't lazy back, don't lazy back! Careful, careful! Ataro! Ataro, no! Oh, the so back! Oh, the spear ball! The fling! Come on, wing us, baby, you got it! Oh, I respect the choice to leave, man. I respect the choice to leave. You get your booty out of there. That was terrifying, man. That was fantastic. This Sobek, that rotation saved your life. No wonder you had to fight for support. Or no wonder you didn't get forced into support. This guy kind of knows what's going on. Shoutouts, man. DC Sid, my man. If you're in qualifying or bronze or anything like that, message him. Be like, yo, you want a duo queue? Give me that Sobek carry. Oh my goodness. Alright, what have you got now? Warlocks. Yeah. Tier 2 boots as well. I would like to see Aegis. It's 10 minutes in and you're up against a Poseidon. Getting caught out by Kraken hurts. That was... I'm still, like, reeling over that hype play, man. That was clutch. That was so clutch. Oh, that was just right to the face. Careful. You saw her. You have wards. Aw, snap. Your ult's down. No, no, it's not. It's available. Ult! Oh, oh, wiggle, wiggle. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Oh, run. Oh, oh my god. Ataro, forget solo, forget jungle. Baby, get in that mid. Play some mid, man. That was fantastic. These plays. The cleanup is so good. It's so risky, though. The reason why it's so hype is because it's so greedy. It's so risky. But you pulled it off. Alright, mids are up and nobody cares. Oh, oh. Aw, GG. GG, man. Itaro, you did fantastically for your first time mid. That was hype. That was beautiful. I hope that you, really, really, honestly, dude, I hope that you consider playing some more mid, because I feel like you perform very well. All you gotta work it literally looks like you were just thrown into the role, like, but you perform very, very well. But as mid, one of the mechanics that you have to think about and keep in your forethoughts whenever you're playing mid is, are mid camps up? Is my jungler over here? Can I assist my jungler clearing his camps? Couple of things. Other than that, dude, that was fantastic. Oh, those long-range spirit balls, they're so satisfying. Just some basic ISIS tips. Here you go. The longer the range on spirit ball, the more damage it does. So that thing travels for a really long time, and once you get pin boots on her, like if you get a max range spirit ball, oh my god, the damage is juicy. It is fan-frickin-tastic. And this would actually end up being a really hype game for you guys, only because you've got 2 utility mages, and normally that isn't good. If you had somebody like say like a Nemesis jungle, if you had a Nemesis instead of an Awelish, that would be a really awful team because you guys wouldn't have very much damage. But you have a Awelish and Xbalanque, and what do we know about Xbalanque? No matter what, if he's feeding his fucking brains out throughout the entire game, at like 22 minutes, he's gonna start wrecking. He's gonna get attack speed, he's gonna get crit, and he's gonna hurt really bad, and he's gonna be really hard to get to. But this team comp was gonna be really hype. Also, I mean, to be fair, they had a hype team comp too. So maybe if blue team just kind of held out, I guess they were blaming the DC. He was gone for quite a long time, but I've seen games where people have been DC'd for the same amount of time, just played safe, just farmed up, literally made the game last like probably another 10-15 minutes longer than it typically does, but they turned it around and they actually ended up winning. It's crazy. So it is very, very possible. It all depends upon how you play as, you know, an individual, and how you guys can function and make up for the errors of each other. And that's all this game is. That's all it is whenever it comes to the social mechanics of it. You just gotta, like, understand the drawbacks of your teammates based upon not only what they do in game, but the gods themselves. So, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.